Best armor, sword, pickaxe, Trident Enchantments and more. Our Minecraft Best Enchantments guide features all the top options for enchanting your armor, crossbow, sword, pickaxe, bow, axe, shovel, elytra, fishing pole, and even your trident. If you're looking to get the most out of your enchantments in Minecraft, then we've got all the information you'll need. All tools, weapons, armor, best Minecraft enchantments these enchantments can apply to. For this reason, and that they are massively convenient when applied, we have marked them as the best overall enchantments in the game. If you want your gear to last much longer, be sure to attach Mending. Mending. Its primary purpose is to replenish your gear's durability by absorbing the XP dropped from each mob. This makes it one of the most convenient enchantments, because it fixes your gear without having to spend valuable resources. If you have this enchantment and use it at a semi-automatic mob grinder, your equipment will never run out of durability. This enchantment is best used in tandem with Mending, but it is a solid option by itself. Unbreaking. Unbreaking makes it so your gear might not lose durability when you use it, or, for when it's applied to armor, when you take damage. This enchantment is perfect for both early game and end game since it saves you precious resources. Best armor enchantments in Minecraft All Armor Protection. This is a must for every piece of armor you have, because it gives you 4 additional points of armor for each piece you have enchanted. Protection IV drastically decreases the amount of damage you receive from most sources, except status effects like poison and fire. It's best to have it on all 4 pieces of armor you wear to make sure you're protected both in and out of battle. Thorns 3 will be a thorn in the side of any would-be attackers on a PvP server. Thorns. It doesn't serve a lot of purpose in a solo Minecraft world, but once another player on a PvP server finds out you have it, they will think twice about attacking you. This enchantment deals significant damage to anyone that strikes you with a melee attack. Helmet. Using the right helmet can be exceptionally convenient if you frequently find yourself in water. Minecraft version 1.1 Strider. Boots with depth strider are best used with a helmet that either has aqua affinity, respiration, both. Depth strider removes the speed penalty for swimming underwater, and gives your character much more maneuverability while swimming. Frostwalker. This creates frosted ice block when you walk over water. If you are on an island map, or you simply don't enjoy going underwater in Minecraft, this is a good enchantment to have. However, outside of this scenario, we would recommend having feather falling for your general day-to-day Minecraft play. Feather falling. With the changes to Minecraft in version 1.17, the Caves and Cliffs update, feather falling is an essential enchantment overall. Cliffs appear more often and some of them have higher drops, and caves pose a much greater threat. You can ease these complications with feather falling, which makes it so any fall damage you take is drastically reduced. With feather falling IV, you can drop from the max world height and still not die. Shield. There are few enchantments that you can apply to shields. You can apply the Curse of Vanishing enchantment, but that only stops other players from picking up the shield if you die. The Mending and Unbreaking enchantments mentioned above will be the best options you have for enchanting this piece of equipment. Best weapon enchantments in Minecraft Image. Swords. Sharpness, Smite. With Sharpness V or Smite V, your melee damage is greatly increased. Sharpness I and Smite I provide little help, so we recommend only seeking this enchantment if you can use the best tier. With Sharpness V, you can 1 shot kill with 1 melee attack most living mobs. With Smite V, you can 1 shot most undead mobs like zombies and skeletons. Looting. Looting 3 is crucial to end game items and resources. Several bones instead, just 1, 2. It not only increases the rate at which those rare items drop, like mob heads, but also increases the amount of items dropped, e.g. skeletons will drop. Looting 3 would easily top our list of best overall enchantments, if it didn't only apply specifically to swords. Fire aspect. When your bow is enchanted with it, all arrows you fire will be fire arrows. If you strike an opponent with it, they will immediately catch on fire. Infinity makes it so having a single arrow in your inventory allows you to fire infinite arrows. Infinity. This is an extremely helpful enchantment if you frequently run out of arrows. If that's not an issue for you, though, we recommend using one of the other enchantments listed above. Crossbow's Quick Charge. This enchantment essentially just decreases your crossbow's reload time. Quick Charge V makes your crossbow fire its arrow instantly, which makes it an extremely powerful weapon against all mobs, including other players. We strongly recommend using this in tandem with multi-shot or piercing. Multi-shot or piercing. You can only have one of these enchantments on your crossbow, and which one you choose largely depends on how you play the game. If you are usually out in the open and on the surface, multi-shot is for you since it fires 3 arrows in a cone rather than just one. If you are usually in caves or narrow areas, then piercing is for you, since it makes the arrows shoot through their opponent and into whatever is behind them. Trident Impaling. If you are planning to raid an ocean monument, this is a great enchantment to have on your trident. The only downside to it is that it only deals extra damage to aquatic mobs and has no effect on the damage multiplier for mobs on land. Loyalty is a special enchantment that makes the trident a massively powerful weapon. Loyalty. Tridents can be a melee weapon or thrown as a ranged weapon. Loyalty makes it so throwing them results in the trident returning to your inventory after a short time. The higher the loyalty level on your trident, the quicker it returns to you. Channeling is one of the most interesting enchantments in the game because it can force a lightning strike on mobs struck by it when thrown. Channeling. This only applies during a thunderstorm and the mob must be exposed to the open sky for it to work. If the correct conditions are met, each of the mobs changes into the following when struck by a lightning strike: Creeper, Charged Creeper Villager, Witch Pigs, Zombified Piglins Mushrooms, Opposite Color Mushroom Riptide. Riptide allows. This is the most popular enchantment for players that use fishing as their primary source of food. Lure decreases the wait time to catch something from fishing by 5 seconds per level. Lure 3 can easily make fishing the fastest way to get food in the game since you can catch a fish every couple seconds. Luck of the Sea. This enchantment increases the chance of finding rare treasure while fishing and decreases the chance of finding junk. It isn't as game-changing as other enchantments can be, like Mending or enchantments that add extra damage, but it is certainly a convenient enchantment to have. Elytra. As of now, there are no enchantments that are applicable only to Elytra. Curse of Vanishing and Curse of Binding can be applied, but they provide nothing that is directly beneficial to the player using them. We recommend using Mending or Unbreakable on Elytra to decrease the amount of resources used to keep it maintained. Best Nether enchantments in Minecraft. These enchantments are essential if you want to go into the Nether, especially if you're expecting a fight. Fire Protection. Fire protection reduces the damage you take from all sources of heat, most notably fire and lava. Since the Nether has lava and fire everywhere, this is a necessary enchantment to stay protected. Soul Speed. You can only put this enchant on your boots. When applied, it increases the speed at which you walk on soul sand. However, when you run on soul sand with boots enchanted with soul speed, it decreases the boot's durability. It's strongly recommended that you use Mending or Unbreakable on boots enchanted with soul speed. Feather Falling. Feather Falling was mentioned above as one of the best enchantments for boots, and it especially applies to the Nether. In some of the Nether biomes released in 1.16, there are many steep cliffs and deep chasms. This makes Feather Falling an essential enchantment for the Nether since it protects you from taking excessive damage if you accidentally fall. Knockback. Knockback is crucial if you plan to go exploring the more dangerous parts of the Nether, especially for